Hi, Georgina.
Hello.
So, last time we were here, we talked about your daughter Lily and how she's been acting. She's been acting out since she turned 13 a few months ago.
Oh gosh, yes.
So, have you still been having problems with her?
Yeah. Just I'm trying to think. Maybe a week ago, I came home from work, came in, sat my little briefcase and everything down, and I heard a little rumbling from upstairs, and so I'm like, "What's that noise?" So I go upstairs and go to my daughter's room. First I knock, and then I just hear like just a bounce from the bed, and the window goes up. And so I think, what's going on? Open up the door. My daughter's there in the bed. A boy is climbing out the window. And apparently they must have been engaged in some sort of sexual activity. It was really awkward, and I don't know what to do with her.
Okay, so, did you ask your daughter about what was going on, or are you just kind of assuming that that's what she was doing?
I basically just assumed it, and I just kind of left it.
And so the situation makes you feel awkward, so you didn't talk to her about it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so other than that incident, has she been acting out in any other kinds of ways?
Well, she has gotten in trouble prior to that incident for drinking. It just so happens that she was with a friend, and her mother found out, I guess, intercepted them on the way coming back to her friend's place, and they were drunk. Must have went to some party. And she ended up telling me, the girl's mother, so I found out about that and punished her. But I don't know how long she's even been having sex, let alone drinking and all that other stuff.
Okay, and did you discuss that with her, or did you just punish her and leave it at that?
I discussed the drinking situation with her, how it was a safe. Thank goodness, like her friend's mom actually like stopped them like at the time that they did, because Lord knows how like this could have continued. Of course, I told her it wasn't healthy and all of that stuff, and that she's not of age. And I mean, I feel like she understood it, and I haven't really heard anything from her being drunken like that since. But the fact that she feels like that's done with it to go to something like sex is beyond me.
Okay, and all these behaviors just started like right after her 13th birthday, or did you see this kind of coming on before then?
Well, I mean, she was always kind of, I guess, rebellious in a way. I mean, she's always been like questioning everything that I would try to like tell her to do, anything that her dad would tell her to do, or like teachers and stuff like that. She always kind of had that like combative type thing, but it never was like serious. It wasn't bad. It was just that she would question stuff. Now I feel like she's just taking more of that questioning and being curious about stuff, and she's actually doing them instead of like actually questioning about it.
Okay, so since her behavior is changing and she's actually acting on the things she's been thinking about, how have you been dealing with that?
I have not been dealing like well with that at all. Like, we don't know what to do with her at all.
Okay, so do you have like feelings of confusion or anger or guilt?
I'm guilty. I feel guilty for the actions that she has been doing, because I feel like maybe I work too often to where I don't just spend as much time with her to, I guess, monitor, I guess, what she can or can't do, or if she does feel like thinking about something that she's curious about. I don't think that I'm there enough for her to actually ask, so she just says, screw it, and I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay, and so do you have a close relationship with your daughter, or?
We used to, up until I got my promotion like 6 months ago on my job.
So do you think that her acting out kind of is happening due to the fact that you're not home anymore rather than the age?
I feel like it may be a little bit of both. because I feel like her age change as well is a little, has something to do with it, especially with the friends that she's been hanging out with. Like, she's just now going into middle school and she's hanging out with, most of the kids are older than her. They're like 8th graders and stuff or whatnot. So I don't know if hanging out with them is making her a little more wanting to go and do bad things.
Okay. How do you feel your husband is dealing with the situation?
I feel like he chooses not to really deal with it at all, like purely because she's a girl and that's kind of like my thing. I feel like he's a lot more confused about it, so he'd just rather not really deal with it at all. He'll just kind of issue out like, you know, you're grounded or you can't have this for however many times. Like, he does the disciplinary work, but he kind of counts on me to actually like work with her to figure out what's wrong.
And so do you feel any type of feelings towards that, like pressure or annoyance or?
I feel pressured by it and I feel a little aggravated about it because it's like, that's your daughter too. I feel kind of like left, like, to deal with basically the dirty work.
And have you spoken to your husband about these feelings of like aggravation and kind of figuring out a way that you both can?
No, I haven't really.
Okay. Well, I think that you all should kind of sit down and work out some type of discipline plan, just as far as who does what kind of punishment she should receive. And I know you said you had feelings of awkwardness about the whole sex situation, but since she is getting of age, it's probably something you should talk to your husband about and figure out a good way to bring that topic up.
Okay.
And then after you all talk, you come back the next session and let me know how she's progressing.
Okay. I will try that out.
Okay.